Hello, good afternoon everyone. So today we'll start the practical problems under second chapter, that is transfer pricing. So we have completed the practical problems of first chapter. So today we'll start the problems on transfer pricing. So transfer pricing, it is a price which is meant for transferring the goods from one department to the another department. So in a company, if there are different departments, and within the company only, if one department wants goods from another department, then whatever the price they are charging for transferring the goods from one department to the another department, that is called as transfer price. So first problem here. So division A of manufacturing company has set a target sales of 4 lakh units of a product at a price to fetch a return of 25%. So they are manufacturing in a manufacturing company, division A. Its sale target is 4 lakh and 25% he wants the rate of return. So following information are available. So the fixed cost is 8 lakh, variable cost per unit, that is 4 lakh into 1. Next, assets employ, whatever the assets they have employed, fixed asset is 8 lakh and current asset is 16 lakhs. So the further information is the market can however absorb only 2,80,000 units consequently. So here 4 lakh units they are manufacturing. In 4 lakh units in the market, as the division A is selling only 2,80,000 units, the market can sell. So remaining what they are doing, so in the manufacturing company only there is another department, that is division B. So division B is advised to buy 1,20,000 units. So 4 lakh units are there. So in that 2,80,000 are sale in the market. So remaining 4 lakh minus 2,80,000, remaining is 1,20,000. So this remaining the division B. So division B is advised to purchase this 1,20,000 units. So now what is the price there? The division A. So this division A is, he wants to charge for B for the 1,20,000 units is, so the division is willing to supply this quantity to division B at rupees 4.50. So division A ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಾನು ಆ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ನ ಪರ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ 4.5 ನಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಬಿ ಆಸ್ always the purchaser will do some bargaining. So division B, however, he wants it at 2.25. So 4.450 is the price division A is demanding, but division B is saying that he can pay 2.25 per unit. So if A refuses to supply B its requirements, so as the prices are not matching, if A refuses for the supply of 1,20,000 units at rupees 2.25 per unit and restricts its activity to 2,80,000 only. So ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು, ಫಸ್ಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಹೋಲ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಎದು ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ, 4 lakh ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಆಸ್ only 2,80,000 can be sale in the market. They have told that only 2,80,000 is sale in the market, and remaining 1,20,000 ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಬಿ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಬಿ ಇಸ್ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ 2.25 and they are demanding 4.50. So as this is not matching, division A ಅವರು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, we should cancel the manufacturing of 1,20,000 units and we should only manufacture 2,80,000. So that is what they are saying, that it should restrict its activity to 2,80,000 units of market sale only. So instead of transferring the remaining 1,20,000 units to division B, we should restrict our production to only 2,80,000. So it could reduce. So if they are doing this, if they are restricting to 2,80,000, so it could reduce the investment in stocks to a tune of 1,60,000. So here they have given current assets and the fixed assets. So stock will come in the current asset. So they are telling if they are restricting to 2,80,000 only, the investment in the stock can reduce by 1,60,000. So current assets will reduce by 1,60,000 and fixed asset will reduce by 2,40,000. So here in the sense the current assets and the fixed asset, both of the assets are decreased. Beside this, the additional, that is the selling expenses, will also go down by 80,000. So selling expenses here will be charged under the fixed cost. So 8 lakh ಇದೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, if they are doing only market sale, 80,000 will be reduced. So next, what we are required to do, we are required to prepare the statement and advise whether A should agree to supply B. ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನಾವು ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. So now our work is to suggest department A whether he should get agree to supply to B or he should continue to the selling at the market department. So let's solve the problem. So here there are two departments, department A and department B. So department A is transferring the goods to department B, and department B has to take the price to the department A. So here first of all, calculation of the selling price. So calculation of the selling price according to the requirements of division A. So here ಇಲ್ಲಿ division A ದು ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಸೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್, ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಈಸ್ 4 lakh ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್ ದೇ ವಾಂಟ್ 25% ಆಫ್ ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಆನ್ ದಿ ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ದಿ ಅಸೆಟ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಡ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಆರ್ 8 lakh fixed asset and 16 lakh current assets. So 25% return on both of this asset, and 4 lakh units are manufactured. 8 lakh is the fixed cost and variable cost is 1 per unit. So we have to calculate here the sales. So variable cost, how many units they are manufacturing? They are manufacturing 4 lakh units. So they are manufacturing 4 lakh units. Variable cost per unit is 1 rupee. So variable cost per unit is 1 rupee. So 4 lakh into 1 rupee is 4 lakh. Okay, next is fixed cost. So the fixed cost directly they have given. So fixed cost is 8 lakh. So directly you can take 8 lakh. Next information they have told that they want 25% return on the assets employed. So what are the assets? The fixed assets and the current assets. The fixed asset is 8 lakh and the current asset is 16 lakhs. So 8 lakh plus 16 lakhs, it is 24 lakhs. 24 lakhs into 20%, it is 6 lakhs. So if we total all these expenses, that is the variable cost 4 lakh plus 8 lakh plus 6 lakh, the total sales value or total amount to be charged is 18 lakhs. So for 4 lakh units, total 4 lakh units, 18 lakhs of the revenue they should get, or if they are selling it into the market or to the any kind of division. So 18 lakhs. So if you want selling price per unit, that is the transfer price per unit. So 18 lakh, how many units they are manufacturing? So it is 4 lakhs. So 4.5 per unit. So this is what the price that is demanded by the A. So you can see here, this is the price demanded by A for selling the goods to division B. But division B want it on 2.25. So okay, next they have told us that we should recommend whether A should get agree to supply the goods to B or not. So for doing this, we have to compare both the options. So here options, there are two options. They are telling that if the B is not agreeing with the 4.50, we should we should restrict our production to 2,80,000. So here first option in the first scenario, 4 lakh units are there. They told 2,80,000 units we will sell it in the market. This is the option 1, and remaining 1,20,000 units we will sell it to B division. As B department is not agreeing, then they decided, then the another option was option 2. It was only manufacturing 2,80,000 units. Now we have to see what will be the cost here and what will be the profit in both the cases, and after comparing the percentage of the profits we are getting, we can easily suggest which option is best. Now let's solve this one. So this is the statement showing the profit at different levels. So that is option A and option B, or option 1 or option C. So option A, firstly ಅವರು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, we will sell it to the market and also to the selling day, that is the division B. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ 4 lakh units complete ನಾವು manufacture ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. So 4 lakh units ನಲ್ಲಿ 2,80,000 ನಾವು ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ಗೆ ಸೆಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ 1,20,000 if they are agreeing with the B. So B department price ನಾನು agree ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾವು 1,20,000 units B ಗೆ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. So this is the first option where they are covering the market as well as the department B. Next, second option ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, they are not agreeing with this price. They want only 4.50. So they cancel the orders of the department B and they are only manufacturing 2,80,000, that is only selling to the market. But here they are covering market also and department B also. But in the second option they are only covering the market, that is the market, whatever the target market they have, they are covering that's only. So here sales. So if they have agreed with 1,20,000, so 1,20,000, what is the price that is suggested by B? That is 2.25. 1,20,000 units into 2.25, it is 2,70,000. So remaining market ನಲ್ಲಿ as usual ಅವರು ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು 4.5 ಗೆ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, 2,80,000 units. So multiply ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 12,60,000. So total say in the sales in the option 1 is 15,30,000. So 15,30,000 ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಸೇಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಬಿ ಗೆ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರು ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕು ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ 2,80,000 ಇಂಟು 2.5, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 12,60,000. ಸೊ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 15,30,000 ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು if they have agreed to produce for B also, but they have rejected the B. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ 12,60,000 ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಆಪ್ಷನ್ 1 ನಲ್ಲಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ ವೇರಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ 4 lakh ಇತ್ತು 2,80,000. ಸೊ 1 rupee per ಇದೆ. ಸೊ 1 into 4 lakh it is 4 lakh, and 1 into 2,80,000 it is 2,80,000. So fixed cost ಇಲ್ಲಿ one adjustment ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So when they have decided only 2,80,000, then the selling expenses will go down by 80,000. So 80 fixed cost will be same in option 1, that is 8 lakh, but in option 2 the selling expenses will go down by 80,000. So 8 lakh is the fixed cost. If we reduce the 80,000 in 8 lakh, it is 7,20,000. So total cost, so 4 lakh plus 8 lakh, total cost is 12 lakh. 2,80,000 plus 7,20,000, the total cost is 10 lakh. So now if we reduce total sales, that is 15,30,000 minus 12 lakh, the profit, that is the sales minus total cost. So 15,30,000 minus 12 lakh, the profit is 3,30,000. And the sale in the second option is 12,60,000. If we reduce 12,60,000 from total cost, that is 10 lakh, the profit is 2,60,000. So here only we can suggest that it is better that A should agree for producing for B also, but still we need to calculate the rate of return. So here highest profit is in the option A only. So let's further verify it. So rate of return ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು 25% ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. But as they have divided, later they have divided that procedure into two options. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ two options ನಾವು ನೋಡಬೇಕು. So first of all, for calculating the rate of return, the formula is profit divided by assets employed into 100. So profit, here we have calculated the profit. Next is we have to calculate the asset employed. So here asset employed ನಲ್ಲೂ information adjustment ಇದೆ. If they have changed it to 2,80,000, so then they have told us that the current asset, that is the stock, will go down by 1,60,000 and the fixed asset will go down by 2,40,000. So here, so first option ನಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, so first option ನಲ್ಲಿ same ಇರುತ್ತೆ because they have not changed anything. So 8 lakh 8 lakh plus 16 lakh, it will be 24 lakh only. So total asset, current asset and the fixed assets will be 24 lakh. But in the second they have told that fixed assets will go down by 2,40,000 and 60, that is current assets will go down by 1,60,000. So if we less 8 lakh minus 2,40,000, so 5,60,000 will be the fixed asset in the option second, and current asset, that is 16 lakhs minus 1,60,000, 14,40,000. So for 5,60,000 plus 14,40,000, so the total is 20 lakhs. So here when they have restricted that to their operation to 2,80,000, fixed assets ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, asset employed option 1 ನಲ್ಲಿ 24 lakh ಇದೆ, option second ನಲ್ಲಿ 20 lakhs ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಹಾಕಿ ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 3,30,000. ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ ನಲ್ಲಿ 2,60,000. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್ ಇಂಟು 100. ಸೊ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಈಸ್ 3,30,000, ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ 24 lakh ಇಂಟು 100. ಸೊ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಆಫ್ rate of return they will get is 13.75 when they are covering market as well as the department B. Now let's see what will happen in case if they are covering only market. So then the total profit they have got is 2,60,000 divided by the total assets they have only 20 lakhs into 100, 13%. So they are getting only 13% when they are covering the market. So if they are covering both the market and the department B, the A will get 13.75% of the rate of return. So what is the conclusion? So it is better, it is suggested for the department A that he should get agreed for supplying 1,20,000 units at 2.25, as he can get 13.75% of return. So it is been better that it is suggested that the department A should get agreed to supply the goods at 2.25. So this is the solution. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in your group. Thank you.